Is it worse to be a young woman or a dog? This is the central question, I think, posed by Xenobe Purvis's The Hounding and the subject of this week's book review. Now, this book was advertised as being the Crucible mixed with the Virgin Suicides, and that is essentially for me what it was. It concerns five sisters, the Mansfield sisters, who live in a very small town in England called Little Nettlebed in the 18th century. And a rumor starts to spread from an absolute nightmare in the form of the town's oarsman, whose name is Pete Darling, of all things. And basically, he has a deep hatred of these young girls who, in his mind, run wild on their grandfather's farm. Their parents have passed away, and so they are left to help their grandfather, along with a few farmhands, tend to the land that they have grown up on. Now, Pete hates these girls, and he is the person who swears late one night he sees them turn into dogs and starts to spread this rumor around the town. And of course, because it concerns five young girls and we're post the era of witchcraft, it really starts to spread like wildfire. There are open questions about whether or not they've been possessed by the devil, and the whole book surrounds this question of what's going on with these girls. Now, for me, I love a tale like this. I think it was very mysterious and strange, and there's a lot of complexity because you're getting various perspectives from the different townspeople. So, at any given point, you're sort of seeing arguments on both sides. You don't get to know the sisters really intimately, even though you know that there's a lot going on with them. They're explained in the book to have very different personalities, but you don't get a lot of what's going on with them internally. Overall, I would say this book was a very entertaining read. In some ways, it was very witchy and exciting. It did give the same sort of tone that the Virgin Suicides does, where it's very dreamlike and it's very hard to tell if what's happening is real or just in the minds of the narrator at any given moment. And so, if you're looking for that kind of vibe where it's sort of dreamy and surreal and witchy and fall like, then I highly recommend this book, The Hounding.